OpenAI finally introduced their open-weight models after so many criticism because they were non-for-profit before with some pressure from the users and fan base. First is the 2 billion, which is I think for the phone users, and there is 20 billion for the normal laptops out there, and there's a 120 billion. So we are going to use that 120 billion, and they have also introduced a new website where you can just go and try that out from GPT-OSS.com, and here you can select your model 120B and 20B, so whichever you want to use. But if you are using the Ollama, they have introduced a new chat-based app which you can use for the local models. All the models available for free for your PC. You can easily add that to your Ollama and also the GPT new one. So anyway, we will try two prompts on this platform and two on the agentic coding. And GPT-OSS is reasoning model, so it's mainly made for the agentic coding. We are going to test that out. First is the Python game. Let me copy this, going to that here. So game is about the Battleship game. It's very straightforward. You will be given a 10 by 10 board where you need to place your ships, 4 types of ships. So carrier, battleship, cruiser, submarine, and destroyer. And you need to predict your opponent's ship using that 10 by 10 grid and see if you can actually win against your opponent. Let's see how it's going to do that. This is the planned approach, which is quite good. I think planning is done. Now it's going to the implementation, testing it out, and let it complete, and we will test that once it's done. Okay, so our code is ready. Let me copy this and paste that in, create a new game file, game dot, there you go, and click on new terminal. So let's first save it. Icon 3, game.py. So first we need to place our carrier, which is size 5 ships. So let's put that in C1 horizontal. So now we need to, and there is a cruiser we need to add. So I will add to E3 horizontal as well. There you go. And now we have a submarines left, which I will place into F4 horizontal as well. So as you can see, there's only one left, which is a destroyer. I want to add the destroyer to H1. So there you go. We have placed our ships here. And now we need to predict where our opponent's ships stand. So enter the target coordinate, for example, B7. So let's test it out. So let's pick the center here, E5. So it's done. E5 is done, which is correct. Let's add something like F10, this invalid target. So we were good at the 4, not the 10. It's actually great because Opus 4.1 couldn't do that and code got broken. So this is way better from my experience as for now. Let's move forward to the next, implementing this simulation. I will be using the open code here. You can use Open Router API key to connect your model here. I will be using that, and then we'll go to the tool and open this GPT-OSS. Let's click on the services, new folder. Let's create a new folder, simulation. Where is open code? There is open code. And let me change my model. I want to select this GPT-OSS. You can use that with the help of open code and Open Router API key. Talking about the pricing of Opus 120B, let me go to the models. There is a GPT-OSS 120B. For the 1 million, there is a $0.10 input and $0.5 output. It doesn't work with image. It's just made for the agentic coding and the reasoning. So I think it's actually very fair pricing for what we have witnessed until now. Anyway, let's go and see how it's going to implement our simulation app. So this is a simulation app, the ecosystem simulation, which has predators, prey, and plants interactive 2D mode. So let's see how it's going to create that. So let me copy this. Let me paste that from and press enter. So now we are here. Okay, so it's done, and it cost me around $0.02, and it just took 19,000 or 20,000 token. Let me go to my app here. There is index.html. Let me open that. So predators should be in the red, prey should be in the blue as I instructed, plants are in the green. So it started simulating until and it's also starting adding that here. And predators are rising, and prey is gone. It's also eating the plants, and plants are growing, as you can see. So ecosystem is winning here. So the plants are winning here, and it's going on. It's quite interesting, to be honest. As you can see, predators are gone. Only plants are left. We are going to stop that. Click on the stop. Now it's stopped. It won't stop until all the box filled with the plants. So it's done anyway. So now moving forward to the next prompt is about creating an app, which is a backend app for a booking service system. This is a co-working space booking system. So I've already added the tech stack to use React Tailwind Light Mode, setup font, blue color ambient. We have already done this with the help of Opus 4.1, which was working. Nothing at all was broken. So it was full-fledged, but it cost me around $30. So let's see how much it's going to cost us using this here. Let me create a new folder inside our GPT-OSS here, new folder. Okay, app, and close the ghostly and open it again. Open code, paste that prompt and press enter. First, it started creating the plan. As you can see here, this is the high level plan, and then it will start working on our project. Okay, so it's done, and here we are. It took around 45,000 tokens. It cost around $0.25, and it doesn't work perfectly at once. It's obvious. So I have to iterate 7 or 8 times to make it working. So this is the app it built. I wanted an API system, which I have included in my prompt, but it didn't adhere to that. Anyway, here is the room number. Let's fix. It's okay. So this room number needs approval. Click on book. Booking created. So this is basic. If you can see, it doesn't have member, admin, or manager logins, just straightforward logins. This is how it is. I'm not going to create one more because that also requires a lot of complex logic. These are the 3 ways I want to showcase what 120 billion model, which is available for free to use on your system. But if you want to use on agentic coding, you can use API key. So this is it. From my perspective, it's good, but not quite better than the open source models available right now. For example, Qwen Coder and Kimi K2, they are actually better than the GPT-OSS. Anyway, still works really well, but if you keep on iterating with it, it adhere to your prompt. So anyway, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. See you in the next video. Bye bye.